They say that money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a Brooklyn DOP slice, which is close enough. Welcome to Rare New York with Brooklyn DOP. All right, welcome to Rare New York with Brooklyn DOP.
Hey, down.
How you doing?
I'm doing really, really well now that you're here with your tomato dress.
My
Love
tomato
that.
dress.
Yes.
The tomato
I wear a
dress.
tomato
Came
dress.
dressed for the occasion.
That's it, at the pizzeria tomato dress.
And it says cigars on it as well.
Your-
Wow.
Both your
Wow.
favorites?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
your Decep shirts, your Brooklyn DOP
Yeah.
shirts.
Our
Oh, I
merch,
think there's some food coming out for us. No.
shameless plug,
Or is that
Giuseppe, Brooklyn
no, it's all
DOP.
good.
What's that?
Sorry to call you guys. Just wanted to come by and say hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, we're shooting a podcast right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm sorry?
Saying something. I wanted to
Okay,
say-
Jason, familiar, and that's Tommy. But yeah.
Tell-
Thanks, man.
tell
Appreciate it.
Randy we said hello.
So, what is rare in New York to you besides the slice window?
Good pizza, man.
Good. Good pizza. I mean, that's definitely our calling card, but also great Brooklyn hospitality. That's what
Brooklyn
Ooh.
hospitality.
known for.
Ooh, yeah. So, in case you haven't heard, number 5 best pizza in the country.
Best slice in the
Best
country.
slice in the
Yes.
country.
Yes.
In my mind, probably the only pizza that matters in New York. But
Bam.
bam, number 5. It should have been number 1, but
Well,
I'll
we
take
got
number 5
room
out of
to
100.
climb. You know, we get to, number 1 can only come down.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
So
Yeah.
Well, tell us the origin story of Brooklyn DOP.
I'll tell you, Brooklyn DOP.
Birthed in a pandemic.
Yeah, it was birthed in the pandemic. Little bit more of Tommy's initial story because, I don't know how in depth we're going to get, but obviously Tommy had a gym that couldn't operate
Tommy had
from
a dream.
March to September of 2020. So what the hell am I going to do? Obviously, I'm going to stress bake with the rest of the population and, make sourdoughs and like anything I can do at home. But obviously, he had to pay his employees and, get some income as well. And, his social media prowess, even at that time, 5 years ago, had people chomping at the bit saying, hey, how can I get this? Pizza looks amazing. How can I get it? And long story short is it became a bit of, catharsis for both of us. And we just started making our dough on Tuesdays, fermenting it, 3 days, 4 if you count the overnight poolish, and slinging pies on Fridays, selling out, becoming a viral sensation. And then my business brain just said, hey, we need to get out there and get this to the masses because selfishly, we also wanted a great slice. And I have to say, because costs kept going up and, ingredients kept getting watered down in other pizzerias, it was hard for us, even when your mom came into town that time, I'm like, hey, let's go to,
Mom came into town. She wanted
go to the nameless pizzeria that I really like to get a slice, and we were disappointed. And I'm like, man, we have to get this out to the masses.
Yeah.
So
you never knew if it was going to be good or not.
Yeah, but everyone was fleeing New York, and we bet on New York because we are OG Brooklyners and New Yorkers, and that's it. And we found a great spot in an affluent area in Park Slope, and the rest is history.
So every Friday, everybody pulled up. This was a true story of community. Everyone would pull up just off the strength of Instagram to have a slice, a pie, whatever. And
Ooh, speaking of pies,
There it is.
Guys, the pies are coming. These are the
Awesome.
pinwheels with sauce.
the pinwheels. Literally the only place that does garlic meatball sliders.
it's not meatball sliders. Yes, there's not anything wrong with these meatball
Garlic,
sliders.
garlic, not your business. Pinwheel.
Ooh.
That's it. And the other one should be coming out shortly.
Quick Veto origin story, which I'm sure, Rach,
But this is the Don Vito grandma. And it's actually named after your father, right?
Our fathers,
Your
actually.
fathers.
Believe it or not, are both named Vito.
The VD.
Shocker.
The Don Vito was named after both your fathers. Both
Correct.
named Vitos.
The Viti.
The VD.
The baked Viti.
baked VD.
But yeah, my dad was a butcher by trade, and when we were doing the pop-up in the apartment, he made the sausage for our small production at the time, Don Vito topping pizza. So
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah. And then my dad just loves sausage. You know, I mean, sausage and peppers was like a weekly thing.
That's what they used to call them in high school.
Yeah, sausage and peppers.
So Brooklyn DOP was birthed out of Tommy's kitchen and then birthed in this location in 2022.
Yeah, June of 2022, the very beginning of June 2022. We did a pop-up out of here like the end of May of 22. Like, hey, apartment pop-up's going to be at Brooklyn DOP.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Flagship.
Paper up on the window.
And we had the paper up. Yeah.
Sold out quick.
Very, very.
But there was always kind of an idea to do a pizzeria. Even, you know, in my like, right even before the pandemic hit, about a year before that, I was thinking in the gym, I was like, all right, once this gets off the ground, I would love to have like a small pizzeria one day. And right before the pandemic hit, I even enrolled in like Goodfellas Pizza School because I hadn't like done formal pizza training in like 20 years at that point. So I got back into it, and I remember talking to Andrew Scudera, who owns Goodfellas. Shout out to Andrew. Like, you think this COVID thing is going to be anything? We were, you know, we had like a week-long intensive mentorship. It was awesome. You know, I'd come in there with some prior knowledge, and he really like tailored it to what I knew, what I wanted to know, and what we were trying to do. So I got like a nice schooling in the pizza business, as well as got to test the dough that I've been doing at home, like in his real pizzeria. And I remember working the line one lunch with him, and we're like, "Do you think this COVID thing, like, you think this is serious?" He's like, "I don't know, man. I don't know." And then that was March 3rd.
Oh my God.
20. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it all just happened at the right time, right? Then when COVID hit, it was just like, all right, time to put down everything that I learned and put my own spin on it. And you know, Jay came in. Oh, we were always cooking together anyway.
Always the iteration of the square or Sicilian started years and years and years before that, you know, and yeah, we were always just our backgrounds in general, coming from a food background. Obviously, you worked in a pizzeria when you were younger. I was always in food service because my dad had a butcher shop, a deli. I used to work at one of the most famous delis in Brooklyn, John's Deli. Shout out to John's Deli.
Thank you, Subway.
Thank you, Subway. So yeah, so it was always in us, and it just took something to get it out of us. And obviously, it took a horrible thing like COVID to do that. But yeah, it definitely it was a source of light for a lot of people in the darkness, which was really cool.
And it was like, I think New York kind of needed that, you know, from a business standpoint. I think New York City was kind of like hitting its absolute peak in like 2018, like, you know, end stage capitalism, like all, you know, how many industrial restaurants serving a $25, you know, hipster burger can we have at this point? It needed the business landscape to kind of like reset a little bit and let some new ideas in there, and you know, try to recreate something that we kind of felt like the city lost.
More pizza?
The Giuseppe.
Oh.
This is my favorite.
Alrighty, enjoy.
Thank you, Sean.
Oof.
Oh yeah. If you're into perfection, amazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh, it's gonna burn the roof of my mouth. But
Oh yeah, it is.
And next up was D.O.P. Fast Life. Second
D.O.P. Fast
location
Life.
just opened in May.
Yeah, middle to end of May of this year. May 19th, I think was the exact date.
Hill.
Yeah.
Birthplace.
Clinton Hill
is
was yearning for a good pizza spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, aside from the 99-cent pizza spot down the block, you know, or a few blocks away. But yeah, they were looking for some good artisan pizza. Obviously, we did the storefront
and a margarita.
a while before.
So, what does DOP stand for?
Take it away.
Denominazione di Origine Protetta, which is like an Italian food certification, meaning that a product is coming from a specific place and is of a specific high quality.
And for us, like it's a play on, we're certifying this, you know, great Brooklyn pizza, basically.
Yeah, like we're certifying this as the benchmark.
And what's the difference with DOP Fast Life?
None. Just the menu is it's the exact same dough, it's the exact same quality, but where we're sitting down here in the backyard, we're having an experience. Fast Life is meant to be that pizzeria that you were able to like go in, drop in and out, get a good slice. That neighborhood pizzeria that you would want to pile into with your friends after school.
Scaled down menu, you know, your typical, your Coke, your Fanta, you know, things like that. You know, your Italian hero, your meatball hero, and also a 20-inch slice,
20-inch pie.
Yeah.
as opposed to an 18 to 19-inch slice that we have here. But again, totally different models, same product. So
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the beauty of food is like, not only does everybody gather over it, it screams family, it screams friends, but it also, something about pizza screams being a kid again, too. And it just like, there's something about like being able to escape high rents and like traffic and road rage and breakups. There's just something about like diving headfirst into pizza that feels so
Oh
pure
yeah.
and innocent.
Absolutely.
And like, it just feels like love.
Yeah, and
It's
it
funny.
Feels like a big hug.
It's a grounding thing for a lot of people because pizza is ritual. You know what I mean? I think for a New Yorker especially, it's like it's just ritual. Like I'm getting my pizza on Friday. Like when you switch your pizzeria, like I used to order from this place, but now I used to order from Sammy's and now I get it from Domenico's. It's like a life change for you.
It's
You're
a
like,
big deal.
this is a big deal. It's like
I know-
switching barbers.
I
You know what I mean?
a family that is loyal to Brooklyn DOP, and they said it was a big deal for them to switch their pizzeria for their kids and get their kids on board. And it was actually the meatball sliders that sold them. Yeah. But it's funny, you say pizza's ritual in New York. I also think that in New York, pizza's politics. Like, we've talked about that many times.
Oh, yeah.
People will get in knocked down, drag out art. I mean, I will post DOP because I've been coming here from the beginning, since Tommy's living room. And I will post DOP and I'll post it about being at the best. It'll be a beautiful pie.
Oh, the
People go
DM,
crazy.
the hate
The
will roll in.
DM is like, oh, you think it's better than such and
Yeah,
such?
yeah.
How can you say
but
that?
you
That's a
haven't
big
been
statement.
to, you haven't been to
Have
this.
you tried this? I don't know. I don't know if you could say that. And it's like, do you want a slice or not? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
let's sit
understand.
down. Let's sit down in the yard and get a
It's
slice.
got to be the best, right? Like, your pizza's got to be better than my pizza. But
My dad
said
could beat
that,
up your dad.
but having
know?
said that, you number 5 best slice in the country, and you get curbed by literally a lot of these publications.
Oh yeah,
that have these top pizza lists.
You offended them a little bit.
Yeah, and I have to say, you know, that's from day one. This all happened organically. We did not spend a dollar as far as getting influencers in here.
Never.
Or you know, reaching out to all these publications.
No
Say, hey,
sponsors.
come in, try our slice. Let's get on this list. It all happened organically, and the feather in our cap with 50 Top Pizza, because that's essentially the Michelin star rating of pizza, an Italian organization, which, as you know, their standards are super, super excellent. They came in, you know, unsolicited. We had no idea that they were here.
Come in like secret shoppers.
They
try everything.
They try the product. They analyze the service. Everything that we're trying to do here, we're trying to convey. And they were impressed. They were blown away. And they bestowed this honor upon us. And if you look at the top 50 there, and really the top 15, there's, I believe, 4 or 5 New York pizzerias in the top 15. And we were the first newcomer, and we started at number 5, you know?
It started in the top 5, which is huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge. And I think the important thing here is like, there is no pay to play here. And a lot of businesses, that is the only way they can survive, is this pay to play concept, which is what makes this rare in New York. Is not having that pay to play concept, but everything was organic from day one. No paid PR. I know, I was in it. I was there. I saw it. And it was just Instagram and making good pies, and also having a community of people that couldn't wait for this place to be open.
Right.
And it was just insane. So, having said
this
that,
guy's gonna chill, so yeah, we'll just
I know,
we'll
just
hang
don't
out
want
with
to
him.
sting me, you know. Oh, he got close to you though.
You know, he respected what I said, so yeah.
He's like, not bad.
He's looking to hang, you know.
But there is something that you always say, like, hype doesn't pay the bills.
Hype doesn't pay the bills. It's It's your customer. This wall right here, you know, Bob lives here actually, you know.
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah, shout out to Bob. Comes every, you know, Friday, gets a pizza.
Bob's his head in.
Comes every Tuesday and buys a loaf of bread, right? Like these are the people that no matter if you have lines outside your door or whatever, this is who's paying your employees. These are who's paying your bills.
This is who you want to prioritize
This is who you
on
need to
Friday
win.
at 7 p.m. when the place is slammed and there's lines out the door and we're trying to just navigate the place, right? So,
Yeah,
you're
you see
consistent
Bob and you're waving him in, and you know.
Yeah, I think that's one of the probably inspirational things I've ever heard. As a business owner, hype doesn't pay the bills. It's your loyal clientele. It's the people that are here no matter what. It's the people that are here when it's not tourist season, when it's not summer outside, you know, when the market's up, when the market's down. They're here consistently, regularly to support you, and they love DOP. They have an actual attachment and sincerity to your business.
and we love them, and anytime we see them, you know, it's an opportunity for us to really care, ask about their family, ask about their week, tell them, you know, what we're excited about as well. And it just becomes community and it solidifies the community.
What would you say is probably some of the hardest challenges that have come, especially being in New York with building a business?
I would, yeah.
Take the bureaucracy out of the equation, or you know, because that's a whole conversation in and of itself.
I think growing and scaling like this as an artisan product, but also trying to extend our attitude and our attitude towards hospitality, extending that to employees and trying to hire people that really get that. That's really been very difficult. Like it's like in that book, in Danny Meyer's book, Setting the Table. He's like, you know,
one of the best.
He does this example of his friend cleared everything off the table, all the salt shaker, the pepper, the this, the that, the third, everything, cleared everything. And he took the salt shaker and put it like off center in the table. And he's like, where do you want to put it? And Danny like puts it in the middle. And then that guy took it and moved it 6 inches away. He was like, now where do you want it? And Danny moved it back into the middle. And then the guy took it, moved it 9 inches away. He's like, my point is like your job is to keep saying what your vision is and where you want it. Like if you get frustrated all the time that people aren't doing what you're asking them to do, it's your job to reiterate it. And when you accept that business is like a state of entropy, basically, you know, everything is always, as you grow, is always trying to fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really what the most, I think, difficult thing is, because you know, if it all comes down to it, if we had to like nuke everything, get a 400 square foot place and just say, hey, we're going to make 50 pizzas a day and I'm going to do it myself, right? You could always do that, right? You could always do that, but that's not going to, you know, make any one of our staff a living. That's not going to give the neighborhood the place that I want to give it.
So within, I want to say the first couple months, Portnoy came out. It wasn't all snubs. There was Washington Post.
Right.
New York Times actually initially
Times.
did something for us, and we got on. Pete Wells had his top 100 restaurants list, and there was a shout out of 4 pizzerias, New York style pizzerias, doing it the right way, and we were mentioned in that. Took us to the next level with Portnoy's review in September, because we opened in June, so it was September. Everyone came back to the neighborhood, and at that same time, it just kind of blew up.
He gave you a weird rating.
Oh yeah.
But a completely different review that didn't match the rating.
Yeah, and it's funny.
I mean, he's not a pizza guy.
Yeah,
and it's fun for him.
But it's funny, like the Portnoy, you know, worshipers, aficionados, whatever you want to call them.
They read between the lines.
They always do. But it's funny, they say anything 8 and above is exceptional and it's worth the drive, or whatever the case is. So yeah, we were in the 8s, but if you actually listen to every word of his review,
was good.
It was. His undercarriage is like, this is some of the best I've had. If you're, you know, within 25 miles of this place, you know, run here basically. So, you know, he really loved it. But again, who's Dave Portnoy as far as, you know,
pizza world goes.
Yeah, exactly. But it is what it is. It's big. Yeah, exactly. So thank to him and his followers for that.
Very quick. And so what would you say the future of DOP is?
More DOP.
More
you know?
DOP? You
More
heard
D-
it here first.
More
More
DOP
DOP.
for more
More
people.
DOP, Brooklyn DOP in Manhattan.
DOP for the masses. Yeah, we want to create these ecosystems in in areas where we have our DOP flagship. We have some fast lives. We know we're cornering that market. We're able to, or the customer or the resident is able to go out and within 10 minutes be able to find us somewhere in some iteration and be able to get a great slice.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so we have something rare in New York, lightning round.
Lego.
And I need you to answer a couple questions. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I'm not going to say no. I would say no as a traditionalist, but there are certain amazing gourmet, over-the-top ways to do things, and I would never say no to anything. So
Yeah, don't steal the idea, but prosciutto and pineapple ricotta.
with a little mint, maybe. Yeah, little pickled long hot, something to balance it out.
I try it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Do a little test kitchen.
Giuseppe Grandma.
Oof.
Wow.
What day of the week is it?
Exactly.
You know?
I don't know. I usually see my nun on Sunday, so I would say that on Sunday, and every other day of the week, go with the tried and true.
If I'm in a rush, the Giuseppe.
Yeah.
So one topping you've banned forever.
Chicken on pizza.
No buffalo chicken for you?
Oh.
Buffalo chicken. Yeah, I second that. Yeah, that's probably where I go. And
I'm not going to tell you it doesn't taste good though.
Sure.
Can't
What also came to my mind is, and I don't know if it's considered a topping, it's more of a sauce, but like vodka sauce, like
vodka sauce is
And
fucking
not terrible, but
I know,
just
but
not
we went
me.
somewhere and you're like, no.
Exactly.
No to the
Exactly.
vodka
Exactly.
sauce.
for me.
Okay. What's rarer? What's more rare? A good landlord or a good slice?
More rare than you?
More rare than me.
That's actually a great.
That's a great question. That really is. But I would say 5 years ago, probably a good slice.
Yeah.
I would say now probably a good landlord.
Yeah. No, I would 100% agree with that.
So that's funny. So I, obviously being in the business, I would say I know a lot of good landlords and not a lot of good slices. So
Okay.
I'll turn that around because, hype is high.
I guess because we know a lot of pizzerias and we know
And you know a lot of
real.
landlords.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we know who's doing like the work. Who's
Yeah.
doing
Exactly. And a lot of people are doing some very good work these days.
And they're no haters. So that's a good thing.
No, pizza's a community, man. It always is.
Yeah, so then I guess I should skip my question about which borough has the best pizza wars.
Which street in Brooklyn has the best pizza? Is that what pizza wars you're saying?
Yeah.
Where's the competition?
Where's the
stiffest?
competition?
But there is no competition, I thought.
Look, there are worthy adversaries, and pretty soon, when we throw our hat in the ring in Seaport, we will be challenging them.
Ooh, we're dropping a little nugget here.
Breaking news.
Yeah, nothing's official yet. All right, just throwing that out there as well.
As this airs, it will be.
It's not happening.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I mean, I would say the biggest rival. I mean, it would probably be Manhattan because I think in Brooklyn there's a really strong community of pizzerias. Like I could go to Luigi's in Park Slope. I could go to, you know what I mean? There's so many places that I could walk in, like, I could walk into Crispy's or Knapp Street Pizza.
But then also the great pizzerias that are in Brooklyn are now all branched out into Manhattan. So they've kind of like created the war grounds there. Exactly.
Yeah, but you got like, in West Village, you got Brooklyn coming in there and the Upper West Side coming in there. And
it's cool. It's great to see. We love it. We love it.
Garlic knots or meatballs?
How about garlic knots and meatballs?
Why not both?
Boom.
Boom.
That's what's rare.
That's what's rare. If your slice was a celebrity, who would it be?
Oh. Not Dave Portnoy.
Mine would be De Niro because you offended him a little bit. Hey, listen, you offended him a little bit.
I would say
you got snubbed.
What's the most Brooklyn thing someone's ever ordered here?
Let me get a slice. Let me get a slice and a Coke.
The most Brooklyn thing that was ever ordered here wasn't an order. It was an order that was given by Tommy Holiday, a sign painter out in Coney Island. who, like, the first week that we had opened, he came here with like the South of 65th Street, goon crew, and there was someone complaining about the prices of the slices.
Oh yes, that's
Didn't
great.
didn't understand that this is like a premium product, and she's like, I just don't understand. This costs more than a subway ride. This costs this. And he's, lady, maybe this isn't the place for you.
Exactly.
And it was said in the most like, it was gentlemanly, but
Yeah.
it got the point across, and it was a direct order. Like, get the hell out of here.
Shout out Tommy Holiday, man.
Tommy Holiday, OG,
Handling business.
Natty Guns, Tommy Holiday, Tommy Abel,
Day oneers as well.
Day
Yes.
Oneers.
Best late night food that's not pizza.
Wow, I would say midnight pasta al olio.
Oh yeah,
Best.
definitely, yeah.
Literally the
Pasta
best.
alla mezzanotte, a little garlic and oil, pepperoncino, maybe some maybe melted anchovy in there, and a little toasted
Maybe.
breadcrumb, a little pecorino.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a suggestion.
And lastly, the sound of New York that you love most.
The crisp of a folded Giuseppe slice.
Oh yeah,
Crunch.
Yes.
the wax paper that you're using to stop the drip around the slice.
The,
Clean.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you,
That's it. Thank
dude.
you.
Yes.
All right.